What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Absolutely a Gamble. We are kicking off week 3. I had a really good week 2, so close to having a clean sweep, but hopefully week 3 is much better. Last week I got 3 out of 5, so right now I'm at 70% for the season. So hopefully I can keep up the pace with week 3. This week, I'm kicking it off with the Tennessee Titans plus 3.5. The Titans are on the road against the Cleveland Browns this week. And there's nothing that I saw from Cleveland last week that would tell me that they would be a 3.5 point favorite over Tennessee. Tennessee is great at covering the spread and sometimes at outright upsets when they're underdogs. Mike Vrabel has won 60+% of his games when he's an underdog. So I'm definitely riding on the short odds. Plus 3.5 definitely seems too good to be true, considering Cleveland lost last week to a Steelers team that could barely move the ball on offense. Second bet we got is Justin Jefferson over 100.5 receiving yards. The Vikings versus Chargers game is supposed to be a high-scoring game. The total is set at 54.5 right now. So that means there's supposed to be a shootout. There's supposed to be a ton of points scored. So I'm expecting JJ to eclipse 100 receiving yards easily. And I'm also expecting him to score a touchdown. But the bet is him to go over 100.5 receiving yards. Next, we have Indianapolis Colts plus 8.5. The Baltimore Ravens have a few injuries on their offensive line. I think our D-line could take advantage of that. I don't know if we can pull off the upset, but I do know that a touchdown and a half, considering the fact that we're playing with a veteran this weekend because AR is out, I think that Minshew will be able to cover that 8.5. Again, they might beat us, but it might be by a field goal or by a touchdown. Asking them to beat us by double digits is kind of disrespectful to the team, but we'll see. Either way, I'm still taking us plus 8.5. Next bet I got is a oldie but goodie, but it's Patriots money line. Patriots are playing the Jets, and the Jets have lost 14 consecutive games to the Patriots. And I know usually when stuff like that happens, it's prime for an upset, but it's Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson has thrown 1 billion interceptions against Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick knows that kid like the back of his hand. So I think that Patriots money line is probably one of the safest bets that's on the entire board this week. Last but not least, we have CeeDee Lamb over 71.5 receiving yards. I think that CeeDee Lamb being the primary target in the Dallas Cowboys offense, I think that he'll get a lot of his chunk plays off of play action. The Cardinals are not trying to win any games right now. The Cardinals are not a good team right now. And I don't think that they have a corner that could CeeDee Lamb one-on-one. CeeDee Lamb is a premier wide receiver. He's an elite talent. So I think that unless it's a blowout, and the Cowboys can just run the ball all day, I think that's 71.5 yards. CeeDee could eclipse that in maybe 4 or 5 catches easily. Thank you very much for joining me for this week 3. Let's all have a good week. Hopefully you tailed. If you want to put everything in a parlay, you go ahead and do you. But those are all 5 individual bets. Have a great one. Stay blessed and be nice to someone today.